I'm Karl. I've had mental health issues all my life, pretty much since I was, it was after I got arrested for the first time, at 8-year-old, that I was diagnosed with mental health issues, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, and maybe one or two, but basically they've put it down to personality disorder at the end of the day, and that, I think that covers all bases in mental health. After that point, I used to drink a lot, and also I was smoking weed, which they say is not a addictive drug, but it's not, but it is the beginning of a slippery slope. It's not necessarily because weed, it's because you meet other characters, like who maybe snort cocaine, for example, or take speed, for example, or any other drug, and it opens doors, if you will, not in a bad way, by the way, because you'll be introduced to these people and they'll say, oh, it's the same as weed, etc. You know what I mean? It was me dad. He encouraged drinking. And my mother wasn't much better, to be honest, because she used to bring me bottles of baby sham home. You know, I used to look forward to her coming home from work so I could have a bottle, you know what I mean, before I went to bed. So it used to help me sleep. Also, I used to take my mother's medication in order, in my mind, was to stop her taking it, if you know what I mean. It was like antidepressants. I don't even know what they were. I mean, I thought, oh, I'm doing her a favour by taking them. I mean, because I didn't like the thought of her having to take them. I was left to my own devices. My sister, she left home at 14, 15. My brother left home to go in the army. He was never there. It was pretty much I was by myself all the time, you know what I mean? And when they were at home, my dad was either in bed or he was drunk, or they'd be sat there arguing, or even worse, sat in silence with faces on them like that. It was horrible. Like, I mean, the silences were worse than the violence. You know what I mean? I'd rather when they were screaming and shouting, music playing full blast. I preferred that than the silence. It was horrible. You could cut the atmosphere with a knife. But I've been clean for a long time now. I don't drink anymore, I don't take drugs, any substances. I take my medication that I'm prescribed, and that's it now. As far as I'm concerned, it's a bad road to go down for anyone. It's not a good reason to live, because pretty much I was pretty much drinking for the hell of it. You know, I was drinking myself to death, literally. I was literally trying to drink myself to death. That was my purpose in life, was to drink, and I was making myself very ill. I would not ever go back to the needle or even smoking it anymore. Even like these new synthetic opiates from bloody wherever they come from, I wouldn't take them if you paid me. I'd rather suffer the pain, you know what I mean? I'd rather not, you know what I mean? Because it's a slippery slope. Once you start once, you can't just have one. It's impossible. I'm not bothered who you are or how strong-minded you are. You take it once and you get that gouge. You know what I mean? That's what you aim for, that gouge. You know what I mean? That's the sole purpose of heroin. No one forced me to take it. Although I was young, I was a child, you know what I mean? I was a kid. I was 12 when I started injecting, and that was a man 13 years older than me who got me into it. I'd like other people to benefit from my mistakes, and we've all made mistakes, I dare say, but I've made so many, you know, and I can't look back and regret my life. I do, but I do punish myself somewhat sometimes for some guilt I live with, you know what I mean? other people's misfortune and that. But I did a total withdrawal. I came off everything. I literally came off, as far as I can remember, I came off every medication I was on. I don't know whether it was including the methadone even. Like, they locked me in a room and, like, literally had nothing on. I had a big blue bed and that was it, you know what I mean? And I had a blanket for the bed and that was it, you know what I mean? That's all I had. And looking back, it was just that did it for me, you know what I mean? It's getting clean and off everything for once and for all. Since then, I've been cushy. I've been sweet as a nut. I've been happy in my life. I'm happy to be here now, you know what I mean? And I'm happy to share my story with other people in order to help other people. I mean, that is what I think my purpose in life is now, is to help other people, even if it's 1 in 10,000, to stop them going down the road I did, because it's not a good road to go down, you know.